To many people, guns and Texas go hand in hand, but one law currently being considered in the state legislature has some students up in arms. We'll have more coming up.
Later, if you are a senior and just realized it's already April, you may be starting to panic about a future job. Luckily, there's one place on campus that can help you get your employment issues in order before walking away with your diploma. We'll have more about Tech's Career Center.
And brooms, snitches, and wands may conjure up thoughts of the imaginary world of Harry Potter, but one group on campus is using some nonfiction alternatives to bring a part of the books to life.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Nicole Casperson.
And I'm Audra Coffman. Firearms are a common sight in homes and businesses around the South Plains, but they are currently forbidden on the Texas Tech campus.
However, one piece of legislation currently making the rounds in Austin could change all that. Reporter Stacy Wirmel has a look at the details and reaction to Texas's proposed open carry law.
5, 6, 7, 8, campus carry is not safe.
We frankly don't feel safe with a bunch of people with guns running around on campus.
Evan Graham, a freshman at Texas Tech, says that college already brings enough stress to students, and adding guns to the mix is a recipe for disaster.
And that combined with consumption of alcohol and all the other problems that an average student faces, that could be tempting.
The Tech student Democrats are hoping that their voices are heard to make sure signs like these remain permanent on the Texas Tech campus.
We won't take it anymore.
Texas Tech Police Chief Ron Seacrest says that his officers will follow the law no matter what their opinion is, but says he does have some concerns about the way situations may be handled if something like an active shooter on campus should occur.
I mean, the officer's not going to know who the person is that's actually doing the shooting and who the person is that's trying to stop the shooting. And so I think it could be a critical situation for the individuals involved as well as the officer.
Evan Graham says he hopes the lawmakers in Austin hear their concerns and consider the backlash this bill may have if passed.
This isn't a political issue. This is a matter of safety. This is an issue that goes well above and beyond the political banter and back and forth debate. This is about safety, first of all, and we have enough safety here on campus with the police.
The Texas Senate voted campus carry and approved it with a vote of 20-11. The bill, SB 11, goes to the Texas House of Representatives for further deliberation. For MCTV, I'm Stacy Wirmel.
Texas Tech celebrated its diverse student population last week with the annual Diversity Week festivities.
Many events took place across campus, giving students, faculty, and staff a chance to celebrate their differences. Reporter Alana Kiker stopped by the sub to find out more about the annual tradition.
A week dedicated to celebrating the importance of diversity throughout the community and Texas Tech kicked off earlier this week. The Ethics Center hosted an event called The Global Concept of Time and Best Practices, where a panel talked about their experiences with traveling abroad and coming home.
But my story was when I came back to the United States and went back to graduate school, I was constantly being reprimanded for being late for classes because I was like, oh, what's the big deal? I'm only 10 minutes late. So.
Many of these events are taking place at the Student Union building where Elizabeth Kim, an international student from South Korea, works as a building manager.
Me working here kind of gives it out that Texas Tech is like a diverse university. And if a foreigner comes by and they have like some questions about how to go about anything around here, like I can help them out. I mean, I really don't think we're any different from one another. So I feel like it's like emphasizing that like we are actually all the same.
With over 40 events taking place on Texas Tech campus, many students and faculty are celebrating the fact that Tech caters to so many diverse cultures.
I talked to some students on campus to see what diversity means to them.
By living on campus, I've learned to accept other cultures and respect people and how they live.
Being able to understand and accept that people have different challenges and struggles, but also being able to listen and respect other cultures to me. And Diversity Week means just showcasing all the other different populations of Texas Tech.
Currently, Texas Tech is 64% Caucasian, 17% Hispanic, 5% African American, 7% of foreign residency, and 84% Texas natives. With MCTV, I'm Alana Kiker.
One group of students that was represented during Diversity Week was the GLBTQ population. Tech's Gay Straight Alliance hosted several events during the week, including a wall where people respond to various questions and another activity where participants could confront common stereotypes.
The whole purpose is for people to stomp out the stereotypes, quite literally, as you can see here.
Colorful poster boards were laid out in front of the sub with bubble wrap on top. Students could then pick a common stereotype written on the poster board and stomp out the statement. The event is held annually as a part of Diversity Week.
Diversity Week wasn't the only set of events happening around campus last week. There was also a few activities happening right here at the College of Media and Communication, including a competition that allowed public relations students a chance to show their stuff. Reporter Rachel Blevins has a wrap-up on the PR Showdown.
This semester, Texas Tech kicked off its first annual Public Relations Showdown. The team-based competition challenged students to excel in the areas of PR strategies, pitching, writing, creativity, and social media. 29 teams entered the competition, which was split up into 2 rounds. Round 1 existed over a 5-day period where students were given a new challenge each day and 24 hours to complete it. They were then awarded points based on their performance in each individual challenge. Round 2 was for the 3 teams who earned the most points from round 1. They were given a hypothetical crisis situation and then had to present their solution to the public. In the end, after all of the challenges were complete and all of the votes were tallied, Team 6, or Under Pressure, took home the grand prize. And I had the opportunity to ask them what it felt like to win the inaugural Texas Tech PR Showdown.
Winning the PR Showdown to us means that the 70-plus hours that we spent together over the course of Showdown Week and this week was absolutely worth it. We are so excited. We've worked so hard. Most of our stories, truth be told, end with it's 11:56 and our file won't save correctly, and we're near tears trying to get it submitted, and somehow we pulled it out every day.
In addition to winning various prizes from the challenges in round 1, the members of the winning team from round 2 also received tickets to Dallas from Southwest Airlines for a PR salon with prominent Texas Tech alumni working in strategic communication. In addition to that, they received a second ticket from Southwest Airlines to fly anywhere in the U.S.
We have thrown around a few options. We've kind of got New York in our eyesight right now, but we'll see. We can go anywhere in the U.S., of course.
For MCTV, I'm Rachel Blevins.
Texas Tech's music department can always be relied on for quality performances, and last Monday was no exception. Members of the Lubbock community gathered in Hemley Recital Hall for a town hall organ recital. Some of the organists have been playing for over 50 years.
It's an opportunity for various organists in town to perform on the beautiful Hemley Recital Hall organ.
Wyrick said the recital is always held the Monday after spring break because spring break gives them an opportunity to practice on the pipe organ in the hall. The event has been held annually except for 2012 when the organ was under construction.
Hemley Recital Hall wasn't the only campus venue filled with music. The United Supermarkets Arena also had a unique concert that benefited a cause. The Rock and Worship Roadshow Tour made another stop at the USA on Friday. The roadshow featured 8 different Christian artists and groups all performing on one stage. Attendees at the concert said it was a great experience.
Well, it's very supportive when you can get together and sing together, and I recommend if you're in another city to go and see them.
The concert not only offered entertainment, but it also gave attendees a chance to help children in need by contributing portions of the proceeds to a charity called Compassion.
Audra, I don't know about you, but graduation is starting to feel like it's just around the corner.
That's true, Nicole. And with graduation usually comes a lot of anxiety for seniors who are leaving without a job in place. But there's one place on campus that might just be able to help. Reporter Lauren Locke joins us with more. Lauren?
That's right, Audra and Nicole. Just down the road from the Media and Communication building, you'll find the University Career Center. Located in the Wiggins complex, the center offers many opportunities to help find a job that's just for you.
Last Wednesday, the University Career Center hosted a Resume Critique Day for students to walk in at any time and have their resume critiqued. Assistant Director for the University Career Center, Carol Trigg, says students don't have to have a resume prepared and can use this as an opportunity to start to develop one.
Resume Critique Day is a great opportunity for students to come and get their resumes critiqued all day long from 9 to 4 p.m. Or if you have a CV, you can bring a CV in and have it critiqued as well.
Resume critiquing isn't the only service provided by the University Career Center. Both current students and alumni can schedule appointments to meet with a career counselor for a mock interview, both in person and over the phone, get tips for how to write a cover letter, as well as how to start looking for jobs or internships within their major.
I came in with my resume and I wasn't sure what to expect, but everyone here was really helpful, and like my resume it's a lot better than it was before I came in. Now I'm actually pretty confident when it's time to apply for jobs.
The Career Center hosts many events throughout the year, such as career fairs, etiquette dinners, and networking events for students to meet potential employers. They host different companies from all over the country, like Southwest Airlines and Disney, to put on presentations and information sessions.
The Career Center holds events throughout the semester all across campus. So to find out more information on the Career Center, as well as their events and services, you can go to their website at www.careercenter.ttu.edu. Nicole and Audra, back to you.
Thanks, Lauren. Warm temperatures, sunny skies, and occasional thunderstorms, all signs that spring has finally found its way to the South Plains.
So can we expect more of the same for the next couple of days? Weather specialist Carly Smith joins us with a first look at our forecast. Carly?
Thanks, Nicole. It does look like it is going to continue to be sunny and maybe even a little gusty these next couple of days, and we'll have a slight chance for some thunderstorms as we head into the evening hours, and that is because we are experiencing that nice West Texas dry line. So as you see behind me, we do have this dry line, which is going to elevate fire damage with the westerly winds following that dry line. Now along this dry line, it's because it is not dry on this side and it is dry on this side that can cause storms to pop up, but it looks like for today most of those storms will stay to the east of us. It will be in the upper 80s and once again warm and dry. Now we will have that same kind of dry line happening tomorrow. It'll be even more windy as the dry line continues to push further east, so it looks like we're going to have a nice and windy next couple of days with warm and dry weather. So tonight temperatures will drop to 52 degrees. There is that slight chance for thunderstorms with that dry line. Mostly clear skies though, unless a thunderstorm pops up in your area with southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. So as we head into tomorrow, temperatures will climb high 89 degrees, could break 90. Skies will be sunny and it will be extremely windy tomorrow. Those winds will blow from the west and they will be anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour with a few gusts, possibly even more. So it looks like we will have some nice weather, but it will definitely be windy. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Carly. There's a problem happening around campus that not every student is aware of. In fact, many think they are immune to the issue.
But when it happens, many students never forget the feeling that comes with it. Reporter Caitlin Kravick takes an in-depth look at a crime happening a little too close to home.
You never think it can happen to you, and then it does. A break-in. You may think you're safe, but do you know if you're doing the right things to protect your home? Officer Stephen Farley of the Lubbock Police gives us a reality check on these types of crimes.
You know, they think about their home being broke into at night, and they're really paranoid about that. Most of the time, that's not what happens.
Officer Farley says break-ins occur mostly during the daytime.
A lot of times they will hit while you're gone at class, and they'll watch. They'll see if you're a student, or if they'll see if it's the type of person, is the car there all the time. And, they'll do their homework just like anybody else will.
Texas Tech student Heather Lloyd was recently robbed at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Laptops, televisions, and $400 in cash were just a few of the valuables stolen from her home.
So we thought that it was someone that knew us, knew my dog, knew that they could let him out and play with him.
But Heather is looking on the bright side and says that it's all replaceable. She feels lucky that they didn't snatch up her puppy named Toby.
That would have been a whole different thing if he had been stolen, because it sucks, and we're broke college students, but it can be replaced. Money is money.
Whether it be an alarm system, remembering to lock your door, or putting up motion sensors. It is important to take initiative to keep your home safe. For MCTV, I'm Caitlin Kravick.
Current tech students have grown up with the fictional world of Harry Potter all around them, from books to movies to store merchandise. Coming up next, reporter Sarah Self-Walbrick shows us how one group on campus is bringing the magical world to life.
And the Texas Tech football team gave fans a preview of what's to come with the annual spring scrimmage. Stacy Wirmel will be in with all the details along with the latest scores in sports. Stay with us, we'll be right back after the break.
That's slow. Look, he's blushing.
There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
What began as a fictional sport in the Harry Potter series is now becoming a national sensation.
And one group here on campus has decided to join in on this wizarding world of fun. Sarah Self-Walbrick has more on the Texas Tech Quidditch team.
Adapting a fictional game where players fly around on brooms for reality seems but as muggles run around the recreation field with white poles between their legs, the fictional world of Harry Potter has truly come to life.
The one in Harry Potter is physical in a different aspect. We're more like person-to-person contact, where they're more like, let's hit somebody with the bludger so hard they fall off.
Caitlin Morana, vice president of the Tech Quidditch Club, explained that ground Quidditch takes elements from other games such as soccer and dodgeball and forms it into one sport. She said she likes that every player is equal on the field.
I love it personally because of the physicality and that girls and guys can play on the same field at the same level.
The co-ed team currently has about 25 players and has been active at Texas Tech since 2004. Most of the players were kids when the Harry Potter craze began, but some of the players are not huge fans of the series.
I mean, I watched the movies. I wasn't like super Harry Potter obsessed, but I thought the movies were cool, so.
I definitely read the books and the movies and watched the movies, but I didn't come to play the sport because of it. It was more of, I found out that it was a physical sport and more like rugby and dodgeball.
The Quidditch team is currently preparing for the U.S. World Cup tournament in South Carolina in April. To help the team get there, you can donate to their GoFundMe campaign.
They may not be the most well-known team on campus, but the Quidditch team is flying towards victory. For the MCTV Weekly Update, I'm Sarah Self-Walbrick.
If you are interested in joining the Texas Tech Quidditch team, you can go to their website, texastechquidditch.weebly.com. The website has more info on the team and a place where you can submit any questions you may have regarding their activities.
The Quidditch team is not the only way Tech celebrates Harry Potter. For the past 2 semesters, the Tech Activities Board has also gotten in on the magical craze. Reporter Alyssa Gonzalez has more.
The one that selects you is...
It takes a whole school year in the series, but Texas Tech students competing for the Harry Potter House Cup managed to fit a whole year into a 2-hour event.
Gryffindor.
This event is basically a trivia, questions about different things about the world of Harry Potter.
The books are celebrated worldwide, but some Texas Tech students have turned the storyline into a sport.
We saw that people were asking for quiz bowls and trivia nights, and many of them suggested Harry Potter and different movies.
Zaliba Helmer said TAB took student suggestions to organize the Harry Potter themed event.
And here we have like Harry Potter freaks, and there are some that are Harry Potter just and just watch the movies. So we can balance. So we have questions that are like super specific from the books, but we have some that are easy from the movies.
Other upcoming TAB events include comedy nights, movie nights, and karaoke events. For MCTV, I'm Alyssa Gonzalez.
The Harry Potter House Cup is just one of the many activities hosted weekly by the Tech Activities Board. In fact, TAB already has another great option for you tonight. TAB is hosting comedian magician Joseph Tran, who will make you laugh and maybe pull a rabbit out of a hat. Tran's performance starts at 8 p.m. in the Sub Allen Theater. Admission is free with a student ID.
Along with entertainment, TAB is also offering a chance for you to get crafty with the latest installment of their Make Your Own series. Tomorrow you can grab a mason jar and get your own homemade lantern. All the supplies will be provided. You just need to bring your creativity and imagination. The event will be held in the Sub West basement at 11 a.m. And again, it's free with a student ID.
And on Friday, you can continue to explore your artistic side with the monthly First Friday Art Trail. One of the stops on this month's trail will be the Museum of Texas Tech. The museum features several galleries and exhibits, and they are accessible for free during the trail. And once you finish at the museum, you can hop a trolley and continue on the other stops on the trail. The trolley and other art trail events are free to the public. Visit ffat.org for more info.
Tech baseball picked up their first conference series win this weekend, but will their luck continue? Stacy Wirmel has all the details in sports.
And we saw some brief storms yesterday afternoon, but is there more to come? Weather specialist Carly Smith has the latest look at the forecast for the week, coming up next.
This is you. You want to be a director in Hollywood? Maybe you want to capture someone's attention on a 30-second spot. Maybe you'd rather be a social media manager, or you want to sit behind the World News Desk. You can do that here at the College of Media and Communication at Texas Tech University with a degree in advertising, electronic media, journalism, media strategies, or public relations. From here, it's possible.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to energy-saving bulbs. Saving energy saves you money.
It's a beautiful day out here on the South Plains with beautiful blue sunny skies behind me. Now we will see an increase in wind, which could cause things to maybe get a little dusty, but not too much. The main concern we do have is a fire risk. So with that fire risk, mainly today, that is more for the Panhandle, the Amarillo area, and as we head into tomorrow, Lubbock's winds will increase. Lubbock is blowing right at 23 knots tomorrow. That means that winds could blow anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts even stronger. So tomorrow that fire risk, that critical fire risk, will move more into the Lubbock and even into the Midland area. So with that being said, temperatures will drop into the 50s tomorrow, and with that fire danger, high temperatures will climb into the upper 80s. So 89 degrees for Lubbock, we have 83 degrees for Friona, and then we have 90s off the Caprock. And so that is why the fire risk is so crucial, because with dry, warm temperatures, that means that any fire that does start in a grassy open field could spread very rapidly. So as we take a look at temperatures across the region, this is Easter weekend, so heading Good Friday, Lubbock is right at 64 degrees. Then we've got Dallas at 75, and then we have 80s in southern Texas. So what do the rain chances look like for anyone traveling for Easter? We've got 20% chance for rain and 30% in Austin and San Antonio. Then we have 40s as you travel into Louisiana, 40% chance for rain. So Saturday, it looks like 65 degrees for Lubbock. We've got 60s over most of the state of Texas. It looks like it'll be a beautiful, mild day with highs in the 60s. Now, what are rain chances Saturday? Well, we'll take a look. It's mainly in the southern region of the state, so everyone else looks pretty dry and pretty mild temperature-wise. So Sunday, on the actual day, Easter Sunday, we have 78 degrees in Lubbock, 60s in the Dallas area, and 70s in southern Texas. So rain chances on that Easter for any Easter egg hunts happening. It does look like Dallas will have a great chance for rain, 40%, and then we have 50s in Austin and 40% in San Antonio, and that continues into Louisiana. So the eastern portion of the state looks wet, Lubbock not so much. So if you're going to church in the morning, high temperatures or low temperatures will be around 48 degrees. There is a slight 20% chance for showers Easter morning, but it looks like those will move out of our area if they do happen by lunchtime, which means after lunch, that's usually when Easter egg hunts start to happen. It'll be 72 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Then Easter evening, it looks quite pleasant with the temperature right at 68 degrees. So as we take a look at our 3-day forecast. We've got Thursday, very warm, then it drops Friday, 64 degrees. Winds shift to blow from the north, which is why temperatures do drop. Northeast, a little less windy, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Saturday, we've got 65 degrees for a high, 40, and then west-southwest winds. So the next 3 days, what does it look like? Well, we've got Sunday at 78 degrees, 43, that's Easter Sunday. Traveling back, it looks like 87. It will be a great day. Coming back to Lubbock on Monday, 52 degrees for a low, and then southwest winds, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now the big change is happening on Tuesday. There is a slight chance for some snow and temperatures will drop drastically. So we'll see if that happens. For now, back to you guys. What are you thinking about this chance for snow on Tuesday?
My mouth dropped.
Really?
It's very shocking.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking.
No more snow.
Yeah, I mean, snow does typically happen. It can happen in April, but for now, I think that I'm gonna call that an April Fool's joke.
It needs to be an April Fool's joke.
It is, actually.
It's a joke.
Oh,
it should be nice on Tuesday. Well, that was an April Fool's joke, and so here we have the real temperature. Tuesday, it looks like it's going to be a nice 83 degrees. The low is in the 50s. It will have that southwest wind. So it looks like Tuesday will actually be quite a normal day. Back to you guys.
Ooh, I was about to cry.
Yeah, I was really hoping that was a joke. But thanks, Carly. Tech students are known for having a variety of skill sets, most of them related to their major. But some students have a skill that can't really be taught in a classroom.
And one event hosted last week at the Sub, Barnes & Noble, gave a chance for these talented individuals to bring an audience to tears. Reporter Kaylee Posel brings us the sights and sounds of comedy night.
Laugh Up City is a group that hosts events for comedians to showcase their talents.
I have been doing open mics with Laugh Up City for about a month and a half, 2 months now. I also do a regular show at Cluso's once every month on a Wednesday called Electronic Therapy. I just got done with that show last night.
Laugh Up City partnered with Tab to allow Red Raiders to perform various comedy acts, which was hosted at the Barnes & Noble bookstore at Texas Tech University.
So we've done this a couple times, and they've been real successful in the past. We're really excited. A lot of the same people kind of come, but every once in a while we get a new group of people that we get really excited about, and they always come to even more events in the future.
Some of the comedians have performed with Laugh Hub City, while others just walked in to give it a try.
At the beginning when I signed in, they asked me if I wanted to do an open mic. I had no intention of doing it, but yeah, I signed up to do it. I really liked it.
For MCTV, I am Kaylee Paulsell.
You want to know who the worst people in the world are? In the whole world, living, that have existed? People that get on the bus before everyone gets off the bus? Stop it. Cut it out.
It's been another busy week in Tech athletics.
Stacy's got your weekly rundown of the scores and highlights next in sports.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. Well, this week in Red Raiders sports, the Texas Tech baseball team would win their series against Kansas after falling to OU the previous weekend. This win gives the Red Raiders their 7th consecutive home series win. Coach Tadlock says he is happy with the way his team bounced back after losing the first game to Kansas.
It's just good to see the guys respond to Friday. I mean, again, that's the locker room, I think, is filled with guys with good character and good makeup, and without that, you don't do that.
The Red Raiders will host TCU this weekend with the first rubber match set for Thursday at 6:30 p.m., followed by a Good Friday match at 2 p.m. The series will finish up at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Well, the Red Raider football team held their annual spring game down in Midland this past weekend. This was the only open practice due to renovations being done at Jones AT&T Stadium. One question on every fan's mind is, who will be the starting quarterback? Well, with Davis Webb having shoulder surgery, Patrick Mahomes would take most of the snaps for the game. Coach Kingsbury says the decision to sit Webb out was for his own safety.
With guys going hard, if he were to fall, something like that, we didn't need that to happen. And so, but he's been practicing every day and been playing really well.
And with the Red Raiders' 7th defensive coordinator in 7 years, David Gibbs says he knows the weakest area from last year's defense was the secondary and says fans should look for much improvement.
Be a lot better against the pass. Y'all will not sit there and hate our secondary just because of the nature. I'm a defensive back coach by nature, so I'm gonna call the game to protect those guys. They're getting better every day. Are they good enough right now? No. If we played a game today, Coach Kingsbury scored 50 points on us.
We want that chip on our shoulder where, okay, we want everybody to think we'll run over team, we'll run over D-line, but with Coach Gibbs and with Coach Smith handling the defensive line, it's just a whole different mentality, and we all coming out attacking.
The Red Raiders still have a few more spring practices left to try and tweak some of those weak areas. This has been your MCTV Red Raiders Sports Update. Back to you, Nicole and Audra.
Thanks, Stacy.
We'll be right back.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Welcome back. So Nicole, do you have your Easter plans all ready to go?
I do. I will be traveling back home to spend some time with my family. What are you doing, Audra?
I'm going to spend time with my family as well, and we're going to enjoy an Easter brunch.
Oh, sounds delicious. Well, that's all for this week's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.